Okay, back with another person for Arena Ultimax. Okay, so the thing is, with King, as you know, that I'm playing Kingdom Come Deliverance alongside with Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. Okay, and the thing is now, Persona like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 received like a big update last week. Okay, and even last week, I did crash on stream once. Okay, but but like now, like yesterday when I tried to stream, I crashed twice in the same stream. Okay, the first crash was still okay. The first crash was just like okay, it it just shut down the application. The other crash, however, it gave me blue screen of death. Okay, so like with that, I'm afraid to turn it on because like other people like also are experiencing like big game breaking they're experiencing game breaking uh bugs as well. So I'm gonna leave it for now until like maybe there's a new patch. So as for now, we're gonna focus more on Persona 4 Arena Ultimate, okay? So and tomorrow we're gonna stream this game as well, okay? And by my estimation, tomorrow we'll be able to finish, okay? Because today we'll be going for, I assume we can go until Mituru, and then we're probably gonna like when we play Mituru, we're probably gonna unlock this guy. We don't know who it is, but we'll see it. We'll see who it is. Okay, so Teddy, Naoto, and Mitsuru is for today. Okay, and that's what I'm hoping for. So with that said, let's just go for Teddy. Yeah, Teddy's the weirdest one because Teddy like somehow we actually fought. We actually like went through this. That's why. And the story kind of ends with like Teddy's one is like over supposedly. Ah,
一体何が起きて。ねえ、楽しんでくれた ?P-1 グランプリ。あなたのお望み通りだったでしょ。楽しかったよね。仲間同士で戦うあいつら。アホなこと言わんといて。うちがあんなん望むわけないやろ。こんなことを。こんなことを望んだのはあんたじゃない。自分たちと同じように近しいものと戦わされる。その苦しみを味合わせたかったのよね。そして理解してほしかったでしょ。
well, the shadow is overflowing in power. Every time the shadow presses Miss President, she gets paler and paler. This isn't good. I need to back her up. Miss President looks like she's about to cry when she turns to me. But the shadow just ignores me and keeps growing. As soon as the shadow snaps its fingers, Miss President starts to change. Am I taking crazy pills? Wait, what? I don't think it's gonna be in Japanese one. No matter how much I rub my eyes, she doesn't stop changing. What is... Like, I understand, but... Japanese wouldn't say taking crazy pills. Miss President is turning into a girl who looks like the shadow here. That reminds me, I-chan called Miss President's sister. Is this what she meant? Never mind me, Miss President's not human either? She was a machine? A beautiful machine girl? Oh.
そんななりで普通の生活がしたいとか学校に行きたいとか無理に決まってるでしょ。機械のくせに頭悪いんじゃない。認めなさい。 あんたは機械なの。自分を騙すのも大概にしろっての。
No matter how many times I see it, the way Shadow mercilessly bully everybody makes me mad. His president didn't like it, so doesn't like it at all. She's sad too. And by the way, if you pay attention to the Shadow, it sounds like there's a male's voice inside it. Oh no, we're in trouble if this keeps up. What did Sensei say back to me when this happened to me? I want to somehow to get Miss President feeling happy and relieved. I can't find the right words, so I tried to tap on Miss President's shoulder to comfort her. She slapped my hand away. Like, Kuma is the best. Is the best here to share the sentiment. The reason why is that he's not even human as well. It wasn't the shadow getting in the way. Miss President herself is resisting. No one can understand. Hearing Miss President say that drew my shock at having her resist me. Does she really think that? Suddenly, something Naoto-san said hit me like a bolt of lightning. That's right. Out of everyone, you understand best how she must be feeling. God damn it! Really encouraged by that, I looked straight into Miss President's eyes. They are completely different than they were when she was happy or angry. She's so sad, lonely, and desperate to be understood. But no one does. I was just a shadow. I remember how it felt to confess that to Sensei. My shout surprised even me. Whoops, I'm a little embarrassed. But now not time for that. I finally understand. It's time I repaid Sensei and the others for what they did for me, because I am who I am. Can help, Miss President. I'm her knight after all. Ooh, is she finally willing to listen to me? Then I'll just reach out again and... How did holy frickles become... I barely dodged the axe, but my foot is standing it on end now. I completely forgot about the shadow. How did I forget something so important? Sheesh, if she's going to get in the way, then there's only one thing to do. I gotta shut this giant bull to save Miss President. A bear against a bull. Nature's oldest rivalry. Why is it a bull anyway? Woo! Oh, that's good. Whoa. God damn, that's good. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Janai Kumayo? Yeah, it should be okay now. The bull has calmed down and the shadow is quietly standing. All she needs to do now is accept herself, right? But Miss President hesitates. Not only won't she come near, she won't even look his way. Is she that upset? But Lily Chang slowly takes Miss President's hand and urges her to come forward. Miss President takes a step forward, spurred on by Lily Chang's kindness. But it's still no good. Her face is still as troubled as ever. A cute girl like hers should be smiling.
まだ会長って呼んでくれはるの？だってクマまだちゃんと会長からお名前聞いてないクマ。うち人間やないんよ。なんでそない優しくしてくれる？
He's not.
だってクマも人間じゃないし。
Now you know this? You didn't know this? Seriously? Come on. How can you not know this? It's not like Kuma's in his, like, Bishonen form. He's in his Kuma form. Come on. Come on. How could she forget after I show her my insides? The fuck? Do you need to say it like that? The Miss President still seems dazed. I explain what I mean.
そう願ってこの姿になったクマ、誰かに好きになってもらえたらここにいていいって思えて嬉しくなるでしょ。
I really think that's true. It was what I wished for without knowing back then.
気持ちを分かってほしいっていうのもそれと同じじゃないクマ。
It's probably what Naruto meant. What Miss President's shadow said and what I wished for. They're pretty similar. There's not much difference between wanting to be liked and wanting to be understood. Tipo! Come on! Tipo! I fix my gaze on Miss President who's gone quiet. It's not an adult bear to hurry up someone with something like this. After thinking and thinking, Miss President timidly opened her mouth. The base personality. Miss President smiles and looks straight up into my eyes. Aha! I think she'll be okay now. So I mustered my courage and asked her directly. Miss President looks taken aback for a second, but she returns my look with answers. That was 5 times longer than I was expecting. I'm gonna get it right first try. A painful jab to my cowardly heart. You didn't have to tell me that. I know it all too well. That's why I'm not going to mess up anymore. When she hears my nickname for her, Labi-chan makes the kindest face I've seen her so far. She's so pretty when she smiles. Aww. She stands quietly, like she's finally at peace. Then she looks her shadow in the eyes and smiles again. I still wish from the bottom of my heart that they all have happy lives. What a lovely thing to say. I wish that from the bottom of my heart too. Labi-chan begins to walk, slowly towards the shadow. Dun, 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 dun. After accepting her shadow, Labi-chan turns towards us with a big happy smile. While I appreciate her awesome smile, Labi-chan cocks her head.
Only one でナンバーワンせやな。Good job, ラビちゃん。おおきに。
I give her a thumbs up, but Labi-chan just shrugs it off. Uh-oh, I know Labi-chan's the queen of pointedly ignoring things, but there's no time for that.
こういう時は真似するのが王道かな。はい、リセちゃん、お手本どうぞ。
もう仕方ないな。ごめんね、乗ってあげて。指はこうで、いや、親指は下向けちゃダメ。こう、上にこう。くない？そんで。
Because like Kuma doesn't have any thumbs. Like here, I do feel like Queen of pointedly ignoring things. This doesn't feel like a proper translation. It's just like with the original game with like boneless. Like the boneless thing really like bothers me. Like the translation is quite bad, but the only reason why for me I feel like P4 was good is the voice acting. I was like, I would seriously say, if there was no Japanese voice acting and I just rely on the translation, I think I might get annoyed by it. Like, I breeze over the translation and I just focus on the voice acting, Japanese voice acting. Oh yeah, by the way, like I didn't play Assassin's Creed Shadows, but I did look at the voice acting level, okay, by some ordinary gamers. You should watch that and then like just focus like in the beginning part where he talked about the translation. I mean like the voice acting. Like even he'll be like, God damn, that's like AI voice chat level of voice acting over there. Do yourself a favor and turn into Japanese. Like I don't think like the some ordinary gamers Mudahar, he's a big fan of like Japanese voice acting. But even he'll be like, yeah, that thing is shit. Okay? So like that's one thing, you know, like even though that may be like voice synthesizer, but even without that, let's say like if a English voice actor tried to do voiceovers, I feel like I'm gonna be pissed off. Like I can't even bear like 5 minutes of this in English. Nabi-chan follows Rise-chan's example and then looks up. Then, ooh, there we go.
その通りくわ。さあ皆さんご一緒に。Good job.
Hey, that was great. The way our voices came together was so nice that all three of us start laughing at once. Just when my cheeks are hurting from laughing too much, Labi-chan takes a deep breath and
こ
speaks
な
up.
い笑ったん初めてやわ。またシャドウが出てもきっと大丈夫や。こうやってつながっていけるって気づけたもん。あんたのおかげやな。おおきにな、ナイトのクマさん。
It's truly an honor as a knight. That's what I wanted to say. But my mouth froze up and I couldn't get it out. That's weird. Why did it happen? Usually I have no problem saying whatever, but right now it's like I don't know what to say. How do I explain it?
クマ、ガチで照れてる？
そんなんじゃないごめんって噛んだ。
Labi-chan laughs and Risa-chan does too. That weird feeling has gone away now, and I smile really big too. Ah, this is how things are supposed to be. Anyway, the shadow's been dealt with, and the case is solved. Not really. The invisible walls are gone too, so we contacted everyone who was forced to fight in the Grand Prix, and decided to meet up. Boy, was I surprised when Risa-chan told me that Sensei is already here. Knowing that he already got back from the city while I was inside the TV makes me a lonely bear. I wanted to be there when he arrived. Oh, but wait, now's no time to be sad. I gave him a big, warm welcome back as soon as I see him. Speaking of surprises, I feel like I'm forgetting something.
そういえば、タイちゃんたち大丈夫クマか？すっかり放ってきちゃったけど、出れるようになったことちゃんと気づくクマよね。
霧城のお人らやんね。平気平気、先輩たちが放っておかないって。もし会えたら声かけて連れてくるでしょ。
Yeah, that's true. There's no reason to fight him. I'm sure Sensei won't even blink when he sees the three strangers. He might even tell them to follow him. Really? Really? Maybe Ai-chan and that pretty lady would say something like, "That's so amazing. Let me pet you," once they hear about my amazing job as a knight. I sniff around for the way back to Junes, and lo and behold, I find a studio lobby on the rooftop. Like how charming Sensei is, how embarrassed Yosuke is, Yuki-chan's elegance, Chie-chan's cuteness. Okay, I'm not gonna say that. Kanji family manliness, and all that stuff. Labi-chan listens to everything so excitedly that I don't mind talking until I run out of my breath. Once I finish talking about everyone, Labi-chan looks a little confused. Oh whoops, did I exaggerate some things so much that she is a little put off? As if to follow up, Risa-chan lightly taps Labi-chan's
大
shoulder.
丈夫、いい人ばっかりだから。
そうね、見た目がちょっとあれな人もおりますが、っていうか漢字ですが、本当はとてもいい子よ。
うん、まあ漢字はバカなだけだから。
While we're talking, I hear footsteps. They're here. Let's talk more schmoozing. I'm sure Labi-chan will see how great everyone is once you meet them face to face. The first one to show up is... oh, Yosuke! Huh, we haven't been separated for too long, but I feel like I haven't seen him in ages. Overwhelming by emotion, I dive at Yosuke.
しばらく見ないうちに大きくなって
なってねえよ二人は相変わらずだな。
先生おー会いたかったクマ
That voice, that magnetic personality, it can't be anyone but Sensei! His 2-month absence triggers a 10 megaton bomb of nostalgia in me. I'm coming in for you. Oh shit, please don't. I tackle him with a big bear hug and he hugs me right back. Ooh, that That big heart is what makes Sensei cool here.
なるかみくん、クマの涙と鼻水でびっちゃびちゃだよ。弁償だなこりゃ。
なんでそこで俺を見んだよ。
よかった。リセちゃんも無事で。
ようやくこれで全員集合。いえ、辰巳くんの姿がありませんね。
幹事ならそのうち来るんじゃない？まずは私たちだけでやっちゃおうよ。
Lisa-chan turns around towards Labi-chan. Oh yeah, I was going to introduce her, but I was so happy to be reunited with everyone that I
という
forgot.
わけで、これが私たち。で、私自己紹介まだだった。藤川リサだよ。よろしくね、ラビリス。
Labi-chan still seems worried despite what Lisa-chan says. She can't even answer her. Well, I wonder if I should do something or if she needs to do this on her own. Sensei put his hand on my fur.
彼女を紹介してくれないか。お前が助け出したんだろ。
そうクマ。先生、クマはラビちゃんのナイトだったクマよ。
あ、リセから全部聞いてる。お手柄だったな。
What's this? Did Lisa-chan use her persona to tell everyone what happened with Labi-chan? She told me that once I found the exit, she let everyone know, but how thoughtful of her to take that extra step. She told me that she told me that once I found the exit, she let everyone know, but how thoughtful of her to take the extra step. So there's nothing to worry about. Sensei's praise is all the encouragement I need. I'm so confident that I decided to go and push Labi-chan towards everyone.
なんやの？
いいからいいから。早くご紹介するクマよ。
Labi-chan seems scared, but doesn't
は
look.
じめまして。うち、ラビリス言います。
But she doesn't.
今日は皆さんにご迷惑かけてほんますいません。
When she says that, oddly, everyone goes quiet. I'm getting as nervous as Labi-chan. What's going on? But then someone breaks the ice.
おお、生関西弁。
一番最初の感想がそれかよ。ロボのペルソナ使いだとか、ロケットパンチできそうでかっけーとか。いや、そっか。目の前でそんなん言うべきじゃないっすね。
何？自己解決？自爆？話聞いたよ。シャドウが出たんだよね。体はしんどくない？
かなり負担がかかりますからね。あなたの場合はまた違うかもしれませんが、用心するに越したことはありません。
Everyone's tension drains after Chie-chan and after Yosuke exchange, and they all start talking at once. Labi-chan is still hesitant, but she slowly begins to smile more. One by one, everyone goes up to Labi-chan, introduce themselves, and talk to her. Alright, I've seen enough. I can already tell. Everyone's friends with Labi-chan now.
先生にも会えたし、ラビちゃんにも会えたし、みんなが会えたし、よかったづくしクマね。
Just as things are getting all cozy, I hear the sounds of high heels echoing. If that's finally Kanji, his footstep doesn't sound like that. Wait, Kanji's not here yet? I'd be scared if they did. So that means...
怖くて綺麗なお姉さんに会えちゃん。無事だったクマね。あと、ハンラマン。
サナド。
Oh my god. Like the Japanese Handama is... Well, it is what it says there, but... It hits a different tone, man. Labi-chan cringes in fear as the three of them arrives. After meeting Ai-chan, I'm not too worried, but that half-naked man and the pretty lady are still scary. I don't blame her for being nervous. Alright, I pitch in as her night.
ちょっと待った。ラビちゃんにお話があるんなら、クマを通してもらうクマよ。
ええよ、クマさん。
I feel a gentle hand on my back. When I turn around, Labi-chan looks a little pained but
うちは
determined.
自分が何者かを思い出したから。あの人らと ちゃんと話し合わなあかん。正直ちょっと怖いけど、これはうちの問題や。
大丈夫クマ？
友達の前で格好悪うしたないやん。もう平気や。
Well, if she says so, I'm worried because this seems hard on her. But I can see in her face that she thought this through. I believe in Labi-chan. Even if things don't work out in the end, there's no need to worry. I'm right behind her. I don't know if she's picking up on that or not, but Labi-chan smiles at me. Then she takes a step forward. She's going over to Ai-chan. Labi-chan was about to say something, but in the end she decides not to. Instead, she faces the pretty lady.
ラビリスだな。
はい、うちが対シャドウ特別制圧兵装ご指揮ラビリスです。
It's strange, but that lady doesn't seem so scary now. She's actually sounding calm, talking about herself and Labi-chan. She made everything seem so easy to understand, so I tell her what I know, and everyone joined in to tell her how Labi-chan feels, even Sensei. And after the lady hears it all, she bows low to apologize.
すまなかった。心あるものとして設計しておきながら、君たちに行われたことは断じて許される所業ではない。
なんであんたが頭添えはるの？
個人の過去の罪は私の責任じゃない。でも私はその過去の上に築かれる未来に対して責任を負っている。ならば私は君に対して罪を償う義務がある。
償ってもらおうなんてうちは思ってへん。もううちはあそこに戻されるんやろ。
ラビリス、何か思い違いをしているようだが、私は君を再び封印するつもりはない。君には本来の任務についてほしいと思っている。君の妹にあたるこのアイギスと共にな。もちろんすぐにとは言わない。我々にとってまず必要なのは相互理解だ。話そう、ラビリス。そしていつか君の力を貸してほしい。
Just listening to her makes sure that this lady wants what's best for Labi-chan. Labi-chan is at a loss for words, but she knows that too, right? Before I can say anything, Ai-chan takes her hand. It's the same mechanical hand as Labi-chan. It's true. Labi-chan does have someone who's just like her.
アイギス。
私も姉さんに聞いてほしいことがたくさんあります。姉さんに聞きたいことも。でも今はこれだけ会えて嬉しいです。
Labi-chan gently squeezes Ai-chan's hand. The sister has come to an understanding.
ラビちゃん、よかったクマ。
Yes, now it's time to share that happiness with me. Really? Uh-oh. Here he comes. Just as I'm about to rush over, Labi-chan's body shakes strangely.
ラビちゃん。
What in the world is going on? Is she sick from all the excitement? I tried to see if I can tell when. Whoa, who said that? It was Labi-chan's voice. It was Labi-chan's voice. No, it's not. But it doesn't sound like her at all.
これは
From her mouth, maybe.
通信システムと同じ仕様。
ぼさっとしてるな。全員ラビリスから離れろ。
Labi-chan violently swings her right arm at the lady. The lady quickly dodges, but Labi-chan left a dent in the ground with just her bare hands. Oh my, you're so strong, Labi-chan.
未だ受け付けません。操作されています。これはこの施設内ではありません。もっと外部からです。
まさかテレビの外からってことか。
Ooh. I have mangoes on my table right now. I'm trying to take it. God damn, this is sour as hell.
あの人たち助けなきゃ。私も援護する。みんな早く。
任せろ。
Everyone darts off, leaving me completely flustered. Wait a second, we're going to fight against Labi-chan? Everyone looks so tired from all the fighting before. If they have to fight again now. A persona comes out of Labi-chan. It's the one she just got by accepting her shadow. When I saw that, my doubts about whether or not to fight her went away. This isn't right. She didn't get her persona just to fight us. Labi-chan shouldn't have to fight her friends anymore.
ラビちゃん、今助けるクマ。クマはどんな時だって最後までラビちゃんのナイトクマ。
That's why I have to stop her. I mean, I'm Labi-chan's knight. I gotta protect her heart too. I imagine Arena is supposed to be using like web. God damn, this is so good. God damn. You know what's so fun? Oh shit. That was fun in its own way. It's pretty seamless, you know, going from one combo to the other. And even if they block, you can actually like jump to the other side. So there's not much time for them to like, you know, get ready. Did I manage to stop Labi-chan? I carefully look into Labi-chan's face once she stops moving. Suddenly she starts talking blankly. It's the same voice as before, and it's totally a man's voice. Who in the world is that? He's been going on and on about persona this and that, and some testing. It's all just a gag to him. I'm absolutely furious that she used Labi-chan. After taking a brief look at me, the voice keeps talking. He wasn't listening to what I said at all. Can't he see how angry I am?
ダビリスのシャドウはあくまでこの格闘大会の首謀者。なるほど。お前が犯人というわけか。
ごめんさつ、ダビリスを拝借したのは僕だよ。僕はペルソナなんてなくてテレビ入れないから、代わりに暴れてくれる人形が必要だったんだ。ダビリスのペルソナは中途半端な覚醒だったから、辛い目に遭えばシャドウ出ると思ったんだよね。そのくらいは認めよう。今回は君たちの勝ちだしね。
今回はまだ何かする気か。
それじゃあ諸君、また会おうじゃないか。
お前なんかもう二度と現れんでいいクマ。っていうか大体お前誰クマ。自己紹介くらいしていくのが常識でしょう。
I was waiting for him to at least say his name. Why is he prolonging the suspense like that? But then I hear this weird sound like something turning off, and Labi-chan collapses like a puppet whose strings were cut. Does that mean he's gone? How rude can he get? He didn't even answer one of my questions. He didn't listen to anything. He's the worst. I'm still frustrated, but I'm worried about Labi-chan. I did my best to try and stop her. I didn't go too far, did I? Ai-chan nods, tending to the collapsed Labi. When Labi-chan hears my voice, she opens her eyes. My god, she's not making she's not making that weird face anymore. Everyone is trying to figure out who that was, but I'm fine now that I know Labi-chan's okay. I helped Ai-chan and Labi-chan. Sensei and the others talked to the lady.
ここから先は我々に任せてほしい。決して君らに危険は及ばないようにする。それが我々の役目だ。
What a cool, beautiful voice. This must be what they mean by voice you just can't argue with.
陽介。
分かってもらえたようでありがたい。君たちに危害は及ばないようにする。安心してほしい。
It sounded like he was doing what the lady wanted, but Sensei and Yosuke were looking at each other funny. What was that about? Are they scheming something even though Sensei said he wasn't? Well, it's more important right now that Labi-chan gets better. It's time we got out of this TV. And then the party can start.
もうクタクタだわ。
まあでもみんな無事で何よりってあれ何か忘れてない？
Kanji! I don't think so. I'm sure I could conjure up something up, but I bet everyone will congratulate me. Did I just give myself a hint with that?
辰巳くんがまだなんですが。
Oh, good job, Nao-chan. No wonder you're an ace detective. Kanji hasn't been with us since this all started. She did. Kanji's not here at all. I thought he was just running late and he'd catch up later, but stuff happened with Labi-chan and, well, he completely slipped our minds.
ちょっと遅いね。
まずいな。さっきのこともあるし。まだ何か
Oh, he's gonna do something stupid. Oh crap, that's right. After what just happened, what if Kanji's in trouble? Well, wait a second. My adorable ears are picking something up. That...
何か聞こえるクマ。
Come on!
本当だ。なんか聞こえる。
Oh, it's something stupid. It's something
なん
stupid.
て言ってんのこれ。よく聞き取れない。
どこだ
Everyone looks at each other in confusion over the noise that's coming closer. Those thunderous footsteps and that yell. Rise purposely avoided telling him, right? Because Rise should be able to like check and tell everybody. She definitely didn't tell him in purpose.
私嫌な予感してきた。
奇遇ですね。僕もです。
まさか。
漢字か。
Does everyone else think too? I turn around and with a bad feeling about this. And sure enough, it's Kanji's running up like a madman. Looks like he was completely late to the party. The party's over. Oh well, since I, the Knight Errant Teddy, played a huge role in this time, I'll speak for everyone. But when I step forward, Kanji glares at me and points his finger. Oh yeah. General Teddy. What the?
さあ、最強の男を決めるグランプリ。決勝戦はここか。
Kanji, why are you bringing that up?
なるほどね。
おい、なんで俺を見るってなんでお前まで笑ってるアイギス。
いえ、その似た感じの方なのかなと。
See, even the ladies are laughing at you, Kanji. Sheesh, it's embarrassing being your friend.
漢字、お前まだやってたのか。
ああもう私終わったって言ったじゃん。
うるせえ。俺の夢を勝手に終わらせてんじゃねえぞ。
夢ってお前まさか夢の中だと思ってるのか。
I can't remember Rise-chan bringing something like that up when I talked with her. Yosuke seems a bit embarrassed. Oh, I get it. Yosuke must have gotten beaten up by confused Kanji, or Konkan, as I call him.
まあ 現実味がないといえば確かにそうですが。
だからって一体どんだけ夢見る気だよ。
Honestly, Kanji can be such a handful.
どないすんの？止めたらあかんのちゃうの？
Wait, are we gonna fight him?
今クマ、とても大事なことを思い出してしまったクマ。
That's right, it's extremely important. I haven't gotten my victory kiss from Lami-chan. Now that I remember that, I gotta give this last fight everything I got and win Lami-chan's praise.
漢字、最後の相手はこのクマクマ。
なんだやんのかクマ。
ここはもう一働きして、今度こそ勝利のチッスをいただかんと終われんクマ。
なんやの？チス？下心かよ。
I quickly stepped before Kanji as he is cracking his knuckles. Oh, how awesome. The P-1 Grand Prix to decide the most masculine of all men. Now, this is more like it.
こいつは
まったく懲りないクマですね。
ま、それで漢字が収まるならいいんじゃないか。
つわものどもの熱き戦い、最強の男決定戦。これぞお祭りってもんだクマ。見とくクマ、かっちょいいクマの生き様を。
I throw Labi-chan a sidelong glance. He doesn't look hurt or anything. It's okay if he tussles a little, right? Labi-chan seems to understand. After looking at Ai-chan, she gives me the thumbs up.
やるからには負けたらあかんで。頑張りや、ナイトさん。
よっしゃー、ラビちゃんの応援で勇気充電 120%。
上等だこの熊子。男辰巳漢字、今ここに最強伝説を作り上げると宣言するぜ。どうせここは夢なんだ。俺様の天下だぜ。だらー。
うわ、暑苦しい。本当だね。男にはやらねばならん時がある。仕方ない。存分にやりたまえ。
Yes, Jay-chan's right. No, it is the time for me to take a stand.
でこいや。
It's only 15. The reach is pretty long though. Yeah, I don't have any. Man, the reach is pretty long. Look at that. That's like half a screen. Man, Teddy's pretty good to play with.
クマウィン。
Amazing. I, Teddy, have dominated the Grand Prix. I'm truly the champion. Now that I've made my victory dance, shall we move on to our triumphant march back home?
もう気は済んだか。あれ夢じゃない
だから最初からそう言ってたでしょ。
すんません。
バカンジ、あんた本当にバカだから。
すんません。現実でした。ほんとすんません。
Yeah, it's not really the reality though in the TV world. Oh my, Lisa is showing Kanji no mercy. The world's a hard place for losers, huh? Good thing I won.
賑やかですね。
賑やかというかバカバカしいというか。
だが懐かしい空気だ。
ビちゃん、クマにチス夢中。
As I bounce around Labi-chan, he looks perplexed. Is she still holding out on me? Labi-chan is such a tease.
なんでやの？なんで強制されてへんのに仲間同士で戦って、それであないに笑い合えるん？
彼らにとってはあれも一つのコミュニケーションであると推測します。いわゆる拳で語るというやつです。
拳で語る？
ああすることでより強い絆を結ぶことができるのだと聞いたことがあります。
いや、今のはそんな大層なもんじゃ。絆。そっか、そういうのええね。
Labi-chan smiles shyly and gently pats my head. Ooh, those patting skills. She knows how to rub me the right way. Fuck. It's not the case, but I'll take it. After we all get out of TV, we were so tired that we went our separate ways and fell asleep at home. The next day, we got together to see Labi-chan off, plus the others who were going back to the city. Labi-chan looks lonely in that cool long car. They also call it a sweet limo. Sweet limo. Or maybe I'm the only one.
ラビちゃん、みっちゃんたちと一緒に行くって決めたくまね。
みっちゃん？
みっちゃん。ああ。
もしかして私のことか？
Bitch, are you trying to NTR her? Well, you can't really say NTR because, like, you know what happened with E3.
何がそんなにおかしいんだ、アキヒコ。
いや、だってお前が。
アッキー、笑いすぎくま。
ああ、
みつるさんがつぼるとは珍しいであります。
Jeez, what's the deal? I'm trying to have a heartfelt farewell, and these guys keep uncutting me. Even Lavi-chan is laughing. Well, I'll forgive them for a cute girl's sake. Besides, laughing like this is more like our thing than staying down in the dump.
あんな、ここに残りたいとも思ったんやけど、うち決めて、うちやクマさん、みんなを陥れたあいつを必ず見つけて、うちの手で捕まえたるって。
The way Labi-chan said so confidently was awesome. He's gleaming so much I can barely look at her. But if I don't look, I'll be wasted, so I'll just have to go blind. I've heard that looking at cute girls can do that to you.
ラビちゃんは大丈夫。アイちゃんもみっちゃんもアッキーもいるもん。きっと絶対できるくま。
うちは一人やない。そうやろ？
なんかあったらクマも飛んでくま。
うちも先輩のあんたみたいに自分の居場所頑張って作ってみるわ。離れてても応援してくれる？
I'm her senpai? That has a nice ring to it. I can't help but smile real wide, but I gotta keep my dignity. I am her senpai after all. I make the sternest face I can and puff on my chest.
ラビちゃん、このクマ先輩をいくらでも見習うといいくま。
ラビリス、こういうすぐ調子に乗るところは見習っちゃダメだよ。
つうかラビリスのがよっぽどお前よりいろんなスキル高えだろ。お前の方が見習えっての。
なんでそう？
What horrible thing to say. As a senpai, I demand an apology and reparation. I'm hopping mad, but Yosuke brushes off with a quick "shut it," and Chie is asking, "Are you sure you want this guy to senpai?" Oh well. I can let such petty jibes pass.
まったく、にぎやかだけが取り柄の仲間たちくま。ラビちゃんもついてこられるよ。修行しておくくまよ。
修行しとくわ。
I ignore everyone else talking about the training hard really means, as Labi-chan and I look each other in the eyes and smile. True exchange of feelings. It's like me and Sensei. But for a moment, Labi-chan's face goes serious, worried even. I cock my head to ask what's wrong, and Labi-chan hesitantly answers.
帰ってきてもええここに。どうしてそんなこと聞くクマ？え？むしろ帰ってこなかったら、ラビちゃんがどこにいようとこっちから押しかけます。
Seriously. Seriously, what a thing to ask. We are friends and senpai and student on top of that. She doesn't need my permission to come back here.
そっか。でも押しかけられるんは困るから来る前には連絡ちょうだいや。
Labi-chan smiles. Huh? Why is she crying? I can't bear to see a cute girl cry. But Labi-chan laughs through her tears and gently takes my hand. A mechanical hand presses into my soft
大
fur.
きにな、クマさん。
クマの方こそ。おおきに、ラビちゃん。
うん。ほな、またな。
Labi-chan waves from the window of the sweet limo and goes further and further away. I do my best to wave back, and I keep waving until I can't see her anymore. Eventually, she disappears.
やったー、クマ。
Yosuke pets my head when he hears me mutter so sadly. No, if he acts nice to me now, I'll cry even more.
会えるって。
うん。帰ってくるって言ってたもんね。
Hey Labi-chan, I couldn't say it before, but you don't need to worry about anything. Maybe you don't realize it, but you're so charming that you'll be fine wherever you go. Everyone will want to be your friend. Just look at everyone here. They all couldn't help but like you. Heck, I like you so much that I wish that you come back right now. After we say goodbye to Labi-chan, we all gathered as usual in the food court. It was to make up for Sensei's welcome back party that got interrupted by the case. I was kind of down though, because I had hoped Labi-chan could join us at the party.
今回大活躍だったな。お疲れ様。
Well, if Sensei going to say that, since I'm a superhero, I start talking about my heroic escapades as the knight errant Teddy. Everyone will want to hear.
だもう大概にしとけっての。
またまた。本当はもっと聞きたいくせに。ようすけったら素直じゃないクマね。
俺はお前に対してはいつでも素直だよ。
Geez, Yosuke is such a sullen boy. I elbow Yosuke in the ribs while Chie-chan looks up from being moved to tears by my heroic tales.
あ、なんとか伝の話、ようやく終わった
You sure that's the face of her enjoying it? Huh?
ごめん、クマさん。どこまで聞いたっけ
What? No one was listening at all? Hey, now that I look, even Kanji's fast asleep.
みんなひどいクマよ。
まあまあ、君が頑張ったのはみんなもうよく知ってますから。
ほんとクマ？じゃあ続き話していいクマ？
それはまた次の機会にでも。
もうクマの話はこの辺にして。花村先輩、ほら今のうちに。
うん。はいはい皆さん、注目。
When Yosuke claps his hand, he gets everyone's attention. Even Kanji wakes up from his nap. I'm impressed and a little jealous.
今日フードコートに集まってもらったのはもちろん再会を祝してではありますが、それだけじゃねえんだよ。
もしかしてあの謎の声のことですか？
でもあの件はあの人たちに任せるって。
信じようとは言ったが、手を出さないと言った覚えはないな。
さすがリーダー、そうこなくちゃ。
つまりなんすか？
あんたいつまで寝ぼけてんのよ。決まってんでしょ。
Obviously, that's what we're gonna do. Does that mean what I think it does? I look at Sensei with I mind. He keeps this cool expression before speaking up.
特別捜査隊再結成だ。
Oh, I wondered if that was it. But now he said it, my excitement's through the roof. I'm like a teddy rocket. I'll go all the way to space. He means we're going to. He means we're going to be working on the same thing that Abi-chan and her friends are, right? I'm so pumped up to do this. I feel like I'm turning into a hot air balloon. Considering how important I was to solving the case, I bet that they'll continue to the next one. There's only one thing to say.
というわけで次回もクマについてくるクマ。
なんでだよ。
調子乗りすぎ。
The moment I say it, everyone promptly makes a jab at my comment. Now, this is what a bond between friends is supposed to be. I can't wait for Labi-chan to join in on the ribbing too. Oh, and Mik-chan and Ai-chan too, of course. If Aki changes his half-naked ways, I might even let him join in too. The best Golden Week ever is just getting started. Okay, we done with that. So we go with Naoto. Like I said, Naoto would always usually like have extra information. I bet it's gonna be a bit longer. Like if you look at Teddy, it's like it takes roughly an hour. Okay, so I'm expecting a bit more from her. But she always notices things that we don't notice, you know.
藤川さん。
I see something glimmer in front of me. I think purely on instinct, I duck instantly. A low whizzing sound passes above my head. What was that? Did something get thrown my way? Rise-san turns towards me. I look at her from across the room. She crouched down next to something on the ground. On closer inspection, the red and white lump she's near is Teddy. I see General Teddy in the back of the room, so the one with Rise-chan has to be the real one. A girl standing in between Teddy and the General. I never seen her before, but looking at her mechanical body, I can tell who she is. That's Labris.
どうしよう。あの子普通じゃなくて人間じゃなくて嘘みたいだけどロボットかなんかでクマやられちゃって
落ち着いて。ラビリスのことを言ってるんですか？
Though Rise-chan is quite shaken, she's still not.
確認が取れました。あなたは本物のクマくんじゃない。クマくんに化けただけのシャドウ。ここにいる彼女。ラビリスのシャドウです。
さすがナオちゃん探偵王子。飲み込みが早いクマ。けど分かったところでできることはなんもあらへんクマね。
I carefully watched General Teddy as she scoffs. Whatever it was he threw at me, I was too busy dodging it to see clearly, but it must be dangerous. I'm sure he won't hurt his owner until he hears a certain phrase from her, but he has no reason to be gentle with the rest of us. I point my gun at him, ready for any more of his attacks. However, the next attack comes from a direction I had not been expecting. Let me guess, behind. There's a droning sound. It's coming from a giant axe flying at me. The axe is bigger than I am, spinning through the air towards me. Like a boomerang, it curves back and returns to the hands of its wielder. There are thrusters behind the blade, allowing the axe to fly as it spins. It wasn't General Teddy attacking me. It was Labris, not the shadow, but the real one. What's going on? Wait, did she attack me the first time too? That would explain why Lisa-chan is so shaken up. But the shadow's right in front of her. Why is she going after me?
うちは人間や。こんなん全部悪い夢や。全部殺さな。
自分が人間？
I can't find any meaning in what she's saying. I want to convince her to stop, but I can't come up with the right words to do so. Labris takes a fighting stance, and without wasting a moment, it looks like the only way to bring Labris back to normal is to fight her.
下がって。
ナオト君？
I never really expected to be able to convince her in the first place with the shadow here. I bite the bullet.
止めてみせる。必ず。
11. I'm not good with Naruto though. Damn it. Got counted. Ouch! That reach. Man, the big attack. Oh, it landed. What the fuck? This one hit. The Shadow's voice and speech pattern began to slip away from its impersonation of Teddy. No, that's not all. The fake Teddy's appearance begins to warp as well. Finally, the time has come for it to reveal its true self. That form me take this, as I thought, love it. What happened? It seems like Labri's waking up on its own. Does this have something to do with the Labyrinth Sloop, where she herself accepted that she's a machine, and she refused to accept that she refused to forget the time she spent with 24? Is that it? Is that why she's already turned to her robot self before all of this? What? She's attacking her owner now? Is it a threat to pressure her? No, this is a shadow we're dealing with after all. There's no knowing what it will do. With that, she turns to her other self and looks down at her with disdain in her eyes.
だから学校で格闘大会なんじゃない。違う。私のお家はひどいところ。戦闘データを集めるために私たちに殺し合いをさせた。辛くて苦しくて、でも誰も分かってくれない。どうしたら分かってくれる？そうだ、親しい者同士命がけで争わせよう。そうすれば理解してくれるかもしれない。分からせてやりたい。ちゃう、うちはそんなこと望んでへん。そうならこっから先は私がやってあげる。理解者気取りの連中なんて皆殺しにしてあげる。昔のあんたみたいに。やめて、もうたくさんや。
ラビリス。
ちゃう。
Uh-oh.
あ
Uh-oh.
んたなんかうちやない。言っちゃった言っちゃった。みなぎる力がみなぎってる。
A sinister aura surges from the shadow. Even the surroundings begin to warp with its energy. In an instant, the area becomes dominated by a piercing red light. The view from beyond a window has completely changed. I hear Risa-chan gasp behind me. I don't know what this place is modeled after, but I get the sense that someone carved open a living creature's stomach. This is the reflection of Labrys's heart, the suffering she carries. The Shadow Golden's eyes stand out even more in the dusky redness, focusing on me. I change my mindset. There is only one thing to do here. Just as my friends did for me.
彼女とクマくんを頼みます。
直人君、頑張って。
はい。彼女、僕が救います。
Why is it only a head though? Wait, how do I shoot from the air? Damn it! How big is the damage? The giant creature behind the shadow. I had begun to think of it as part of a shadow itself, vanishes with a loud roar. I managed to defeat her. She shows no further signs of resistance. Cautiously, I turn around and walk to Labrys, who is still sitting on the floor, being held up by Risa-chan. It seems Teddy has also regained consciousness. He had broken into sweat, blustering as he stands next to Risa-chan. Labrys has a melancholy look on her face as she hangs her head. She's so human-like. The sheer authenticity of that expression makes the thought appear in my mind.
初めましてになるのかな。あなたがラビリス。間違いありませんか。
Da 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 na 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 na. She raises her head, but neither confirms or denies it. She just quickly stares at her at her double across the room. A machine given the ability to summon a persona. The persona ability was the primary objective of it in her creation. The fact that she also developed a heart came as a byproduct. How much suffering did she have to go through, having been being treated like an object for so long? It isn't easy to imagine.
そんなことは僕には言えません。あなたのことはおろか、人型兵器の実在すら今日初めて知ったくらいです。でも一つだけわかることがあるんです。
I kneel and look Labyrinth in the eyes.
僕、男と女、どっちに見えます？
なんやの？
僕とあなたは似てるんです。憧れと今の自分が離れていて、本当の自分の姿を素直に肯定できない。
Damn it, man. Like, one thing about Naruto that I'm looking forward to is that whether, like, of course, if P4's remake, the biggest thing I'm like, one of the most biggest thing that I'm curious about is that in lore wise, she is the biggest among all, but we don't see it because like it's only from this. She looks pretty flat, but I really want to see Naruto like in P4. If you play it correctly, you'll be able to see her in the school uniform, right? One of the outfits. And I hope when that happens, we can see a full size, you know?
本当の自分。
僕が性別の壁を越えられないように、あなたも人間にはなれない。それは厳然たる事実です。でも仮に変わってしまえたとして、それは幸せなんでしょうか？こういう僕、こういうあなただから伝えられる。そういうことが本当はあるんじゃないのかな。
機械のうちやから伝えられること。せやかてあったかてうちの居場所なんて。そんなことないクマ。クマだって人間じゃないけどちゃんとジュネスで働いてるクマ。パートのおばちゃんにお菓子もらったりしてるクマよ。
心っていうのはどこか欠けてるものです。僕もあなたもずっと同じことに悩み続けるのかもしれません。でも忘れないでください。これからはあなたは一人じゃない。
一人やない。
I nod strongly to Lavis as she looks up at me. I repeat it for
大
emphasis.
丈夫。あなたはもう一人じゃない。
そうクマ。このクマががっちりぴったりついてるクマよ。私たちだけじゃない。みんなとだってきっと友達になれるよ。のうちこんな機械やのに。
We
こ
nod.
のままでうちのままでええんやて。よかったな。
We nod. Lavis stands up and approaches the shadow. She takes the shadow's hand and it droops its head
堪忍
listlessly.
な。ずっと奥に閉じ込めててけどもう大丈夫や。うちは一人やないしあんたも一人やないね。ごめんな。ずっと見んふりしとって。うちがあんたを一人ぼっちにしてた。あんたはうちなんやね。
がうちのペルソナ。
ラビリス、あなたを探しに霧城の方たちが来ています。
うちまたあの箱の中に戻らなあかんのかな。
She was awake.
当然か。迷惑かけてしもたし仕方ないな。
それはわかりません。僕からは何とも。でも彼らと話をするべきです。あなたの居場所を手に入れるためにも。
うん、せやな。
At that moment, I hear several sets of footsteps approaching from outside. I stand I stand and take a fighting pose for an instant, but relax when I hear familiar voices. I ease up and smile.
無事か。おお、先輩、もう都会から戻ってきてたんすか？
つうか、びっくりはカンジ君の方だって。今まで何やってたわけ？
The shadow host was defeated, the invisible walls must have disappeared. This space is familiar to all of us. With the walls gone, finding each other is a piece of cake.
よう、ナオト。結局合流とはほとほと運命を感じるな。つうかクマ、お前本物か？
ふう、ユウスケの目は相変わらず不思やなクマね。
リサちゃん、よかった、無事で。先輩、
Kirijo's group comes in behind Senpai and the others. Well, that's quite early. The room instantly falls silent. Perhaps some of the others had encountered them during a match before I did. But in general, everyone was shocked to see them. Kirijo-san weaves between all of us and walks directly towards Labris.
ラビリスか。
All of us hold our breath at Kirijo's
私は
dignified
キリジョを
voice.
見する。聞いているかもしれないが、君を回収しに来た。
うち。
Like. At that, Labris takes a step back. I put my hand on her shoulder to comfort her. She looks at me and I nod. Human, robot, anyone. It doesn't change anything. But no matter who you are, there are things that you have to carry out through your own actions, using your own
う
words.
ち戻りとうない。もう箱の中や研究所に戻るんは嫌や。
みつるさん、私からもお願いします。ラビリスの姉さんの能力は私たちにとってもきっと力になります。ですからせめてしばらく様子を見ることはできませんか？
What is her ability? What is her ability? They did say something that she can hypnotize. Oh, yeah, the show illusions. Sister. Surprised by the unfamiliar appellation, Labris looks towards the
あ
speaker.
んた、その体。
はじめまして。私はアイギス。対シャドウ特別制圧兵装7式。あなたの後継機です。姉さん。
姉さん。うちがあんたの？
She answered Labris with a smile. Amazing. Her tone, her expression, they're all so human.
僕からもお願いします。筋違いなのは重々承知ですが。
Kirijo-san gave a wry smile after a third objection.
おいおい、すっかり悪者だな。心配しなくていい。再度封印しようとは考えていない。今の君はペルソナを得て、そのコントロールもできている。確かに危険が全くないとは言えないが、箱に閉じ込めてしまう必要までは感じない。何より君には心があると分かったしな。キリジョさん。
ラビちゃん、また一人ぼっちにならなくていいクマ。やったクマ。
ナオト、水を差して悪いんだけど、この人たちは？
誰一人普通の格好の方がいらっしゃらないんですが。
てか人じゃない人いいんだろ。ロボットってことでいいのかな？
待った、キリジョって まさか
Kanji.
キリジョーグループのキリジョー？どういう
All my friends began to look at me, the only one who knows everything. Where should I start? More importantly, how much should I disclose? Remember, she's still like working silently behind the scene with the National Security Agency. Either way, it looks like it's going to be a long explanation. First though, I suggest that we change location. It's important to share information, but it's imperative that we all get out of here safely. Teddy leads us to the roof, but when he opens the door, we find ourselves in a place that looks nothing like the real thing. Everyone besides Teddy starts in surprise. Outside the door is a space that resembles a TV studio. That's right, it's the place that we used as the entrance lobby to the TV world last year. It disappeared once, but it must have reappeared when Labris entered this world and created a school here. The others told me that Midnight Channel aired again. Whoever watched the broadcast must have associated with last year's airing. That explains why it looks exactly the same. Not really exactly happy with this explanation. I think like maybe this is like Inabal's special place. At any rate, it looks like we'll be able to exit here in one piece. As a sigh of relief, Kirijo-san turns to
君ら
us.
に対してもちゃんと自己紹介をしておかなければいけないな。私は桐城充。わけあって所属や立場は明かせないが、ラビリスに関する全責任を負う身だ。今回の一件、騒ぎの原因はほぼ我々にあるようだ。危険な目に遭わせてしまい、申し訳なく思っている。
Kirijo sums up the sequence of events. Labris' entry into this world was the cause of it all. She and the others come here after her.
ナオト君はキリジョーさんとはどういうお知り合い？
それは
白金君は協力者だ。この世界に慣れない私たちが無事ラビリスの元へたどり着けるよう尽力してくれた。
じゃあナオト君のお仕事ってキリジョーさんたちをここに連れてくることだったんだ。
More or less.
いや
大体はそういったことだ。すまない。彼にも職務上明かせないことがある。さしてもらえると助かる。
そっか、探偵なんだもんね。なんかかっけえっすね。
Like, for me, I can see Naoto as... I can see Naoto... Like I told you, my list for P4, it's like Yumi, Yukiko, then Naoto. I can see her jumping up to first spot if she shows more feminine side in the remake that is most likely will be coming. Okay, like Yumi is that she's a very missable side character because P4 you have the choice to like either go with her or Ayane. Like among all, the Yumi story touched me the most, but the personality that touched me the most is actually Yukiko. But like how Naoto behaves is also something that I like a lot. So it's like that's why like Yumi first, second is Yukiko, third is Naoto. But Naoto have the most like it's of course they're not gonna show you know what, right? But on like if you go on a date with her on Christmas Day, that's gonna be like the most implicit among all that you with Naoto. That's why like yeah, she's quite bold in that. Sanada-san and Egi-san don't say a word even after Kirijo-san's explanation. It's not a completely a lie, but still, I shrug and sigh softly. And now that she sees I'm not denying any part of her less than vague explanation, I might as well admitting that my explanation position investigation position me against her.
かなわないな。
それじゃあみんなで帰るクマ。はいはい、注目クマ。
Here comes.
テレビの外に出るまでが遠足クマ。
つうかお前、今回ほんと人騒がせだったよな。今に始まったことじゃねえけど、ま、いろいろあったけど、どうにかめでたしめでたしだな。
リセちゃんやクマはわかるけどさ、結局カンジ君はなんで行方不明だったわけ？
は？あ、だからそりゃその
気分転換でしたっけ？
は？
違いました？確か男には一人でテレビに入りたい時があるとか。
Oh.
そんな時はない。
なおとてめえ、こんな時だけ天然かよ。
Lavris laughed at our small talk. Looking at her, I began to feel this episode wasn't so bad after all. But suddenly, Lavris' smile disappeared and her body freezes in a natural position.
ラビリス？
Lavris does not answer me. Sanada-san shouts a warning.
離れろ。
Everyone jumps back confused. Kanji-kun wasn't even sure what he was supposed to be backing away from at first. Soon though, we all stand around her in a ring. Lavris stands in the center, completely
どう
motionless.
なっている？
わかりません。今言えるのはおそらく外部から操られているらしいということしか。
Control. As we all watch her, confused and nervous, Lavris' right hand slowly begins to move. It reaches around her back to her trousers, or rather to the axe. Lavris' eyes were staring blankly into space, but suddenly glanced at me.
白金君。
The warning comes at the same instant as the attack. I can feel the wind of the axe passage as I bend backwards to dodge a blow. If she had gone for after anyone else, things might not have been so fortunate. I'm the only one who's actually seen that attack before. But Lavris follows up with something different. I gulp in spite of myself. That white, elegant silhouette behind Lavris. I almost forgotten. Lavris now has the power of a persona. Fighting her won't be as easy as it was
ラ
before.
ビリス。どうして？
Take the bookmark.
Round final. Fight!
Oh, that was pretty high. Damn it. Wait, did I hear a shriek from... Oh, I'm dead. Damn! Damn it! I still prefer Teddy though.
Round final. Fight!
Damn it! Well, it is a play. Wait, what's the... There's a counter on Lavris, you can notice. 11. I don't have enough. Okay, now I have. I actually wanted to use finisher. I emerged victorious, but I don't have enough energy to remain to run up to her. I breathe heavily and look at her. Egi-san runs towards Labris in my place.
姉さん、大丈夫ですか？
Suddenly, an uncanny voice runs throughout the studio.
やれやれ。この程度で倒れてしまうとはね。
What? What? Everyone glances around, trying to
もう
find where
少
it
し
comes
楽し
from.
ませてくれると思ったんですが、とんだ期待外れでした。
What the? As soon as this sentence is complete, all eyes turn towards me. I cannot blame them. After all, this voice was mine. The darkness in the center of the ring twists and squirms like gel. A face forms on its surface and it hardens into a limb and a human-like body. It stands up. The thing standing before us was, again, me. No, there's something is taking my shape.
直人君のシャドウ？なんで？
てめえは
That's the thing.
消えたはずだろうが。
I can't stop myself from being filled with anxiety, but I keep my voice calm as I ask it the
あなた
question.
は何者ですか？一度ペルソナを手に入れたら、シャドウなんて出るはずない。そう思ったかい？もう二度と会わずに済むと思ったかい？残念だったね。人は弱さを手放せない。僕はいつだってお前と一緒さ。
そんな、こんなことが。
My friends become even more disturbed. They certainly had cause to worry. Could the same thing happen to them? Will it? I, however, did not stir. Instead, I suddenly understood what had happened. The distinct objective was clearly to cause us panic. But didn't the... Okay, before this, like, we did see, like, for example, like, Yosuke, right? Yosuke had to fight with his own dark side, with his own shadow again, right? But the weird thing is that, like, that was caused by Teddy, or like, well, to be more honest, like, Labris' shadow. And we defeated Labris, and now disappear. So does that mean somebody else was the one who generated all of this?
つまらない芝居はやめてほしいな。お前は僕のシャドウなんかじゃない。
I walked towards this copy of me, the real
理由
enemy.
は2つある。一つはたった今の戦いで僕がちゃんとペルソナを使えていたということ。ペルソナとシャドウは表裏一体。お前がシャドウなら使えたはずはないんだ。もう一つはお前がラビリスを操ってみせたこと。人間の僕からあまりにかけ離れた異能だ。しかもお前はその力を披露することでもう一つ墓穴を掘った。その力があれば捨て身の大胆な実行犯をたやすく作り出せる。事件の欠けていたピースだ。
あのハイジャックは
Told
覚
you.
悟の犯行なんかじゃなかったということか。
I told you it will, like, Naoto would have something new that we didn't notice.
ならこいつが
仲間同士が争わされたのはラビリスが原因だが、もしそうなることが事前に分かっていたとしたら、ラビリスには心があるが同時に機械でもある。人間と違って記憶に手を加えることができる。お前はラビリスを使うことでシャドウがこの世界で起こす騒ぎをデザインできると考えたんだ。目的はペルソナ使いを集め戦わせ心を乱してペルソナを。だから今姿で現れたんだ。僕を混乱させるために。今回の騒ぎを真に企んだのはお前だ。驚いたな。いや、 見事な洞察だ。感服したよ。
But
お
who
前
is
たち
it?
がここまで抗うとは予想外だった。今回のところは目的通りとはいかないようだ。だが使えるものは最後まで使うとしよう。ラストチャンス。いや、愉快な余興といったところかな。さあ、立ち上がれ、人形。
Huh? Labris staggers to her feet. There's no doubt this is the person controlling Labris, and she has yet to break free from the
かわ
spell.
いそうに。お前のせいでもうボロボロだ。戦う力など残ってはいまい。だが、破壊しない限り、何度でも立ち上がってお前たちを襲うだろう。さあ、どうする？
Labris pointed her axe at me for a second. No, a third time. Rather than caution, I feel sympathy. The forced killing of comrades against one's wills. I see now. This is the path her shadow had
白
talked
金
about.
君、君は下がれ。
He just steps in front of me.
下手に多数で攻撃すれば、ラビリスを破壊しかねません。だが、彼女はあいつに操られているだけです。それを解くことができれば、止まってくれるはず。
I glance over at
そう
Risa.
いうのできるのかな。わかった、なんとかやってみる。
Perhaps Risa's persona was powerful enough to do it. I think it's worth trying. However,
ダメ、あいつ何なの？シャドウじゃない。てか、力が普通じゃない。
wait, it's a god? Like, I had a feeling things wouldn't be so easy. Out of all options, Kirijo signals Aige-san with a troubled look on her face.
アイギス、万が一に備えておけ。
Aigis opens her eyes in shock, a look of astonishment and not the good kind. But she quickly regains her composure and begins readying her weapons. She slowly aims at them at Labris, realizing what was happening. Rise-san hastily interjects.
待って、もう一度。
But Aegis pays her no heed. Labris is in her sight. He looks calm, but it hurts just to see her expression. That's only natural. She called Labris her sister.
いいぞ。さあ、悩め。苦しめ。そして手放してしまえ。自らのペルソナを。
At that very moment, Kirijo-san looks up. She closes her eyes. She gathers her strength as she had when she tried to establish a line of communication with her own persona. But who is she trying to reach?
頼む。
Who is she talking to? Is there someone here besides us? As I stare at Kirijo-san in bewilderment, it happens. Without warning, Labris freezes in place. The menacing aura that she had been giving off dissipates in an instant.
何？
For the first time, I can hear panic in the enemy's voice. Freed from the power of the enemy, Labris' body collapses to the ground. Aigis-san's weapons fall back into her body and she runs to Labris, as if her pent-up emotions were exploding behind her like a rocket.
今の何だったんだ？
わかんない。必死だったし。でも、どっか遠くの方から力が。
Wait, Fuka? Is it Fuka?
バカな。
確認が取れた。君の考察通り、敵は姿を真似ているだけで、君とは何の関係もない。思う存分やるといい。
Yeah, I think it is Fuka. Fuka's the only one that can contact us from outside, right? Kirijo-san's voice is full of confidence. I don't know what she did, but she speaks so confidently, it's impossible to doubt her. I look at the enemy again, but with a different
戦
expression.
う前に一つ聞きたい。どうした？今さら。なぜ？ 僕を選んだ。これだけの数が集まったペルソナ使いの中でなぜ僕の顔で現れたんだ。そんなことか。決まってるだろう。お前が一番不安定に見えたからさ。男か女かすら素直に明かせない。そんな由来でいるお前は見るからに格好の獲物だったということだ。
Clearing my face but keep my anger in check. After a moment, I nonchalantly tipped my head back on my head.
実は僕はずっと思ってたことがあるんだ。去年僕の本当のシャドウが暴走した時、僕自身はその戦いに参加しなかった。でも試してみたかったんだ。同じ顔をした僕は超えられるのか。ちょうどいい機会だ。思い切りやらせてもらう。
Round final. Fight!
ウェイ。ムードオン、ハマー、レイ、クリティカルショット、ダッジョブヘル。バイバイ。
さよなら。
The enemy staggers and falls to her knees, her face, or rather, mine, riding in agony.
なおちゃん、かっこいいク
てめえの姿してんのによくあんな容赦ねえ攻撃できんな。
姿は同じでも僕ではありませんから。躊躇する理由は特にないかと。
I fully believe what I said, but Kanjikan doesn't seem satisfied for some reason. Kirido-san looks at the enemy.
貴様にはいろいろ聞きたいことがある。我々と共に来てもらおうか。
まあこんなものか。イレギュラーも多かったが相応の成果もあった。今回はお前たちが我が目的にかなう力を持つと確かめられただけでもよしとしよう。今回はこの姿も仮のものだ。姿を変えることにどれほどの意味があるやら疑わしく思っていたが、どうして随分楽しめた。次にはまた別の姿でお目にかかろう。楽しみにしておくといい。
The enemy laughs and begins to fade away. Of course, the enemy simply disappeared into thin air. But who was she? What was her objective? Trying to separate us from our personas? Like that, the person behind it is definitely the same one as the others, right? I assume that is the male voice that we heard so many times, but this time it's different. Unfortunately, I was not able to get to the core of the matter. But still, next time, huh?
冗談じゃねえぞ、二度と来んな。
そうだそうだ。
たく胸くそ悪いやつだったぜ。
なおちゃんの真似っこなんて 肖像権の侵害はクマだけでたくさんクマ。
また何か事件が起きるのかな。油断はできないかも。
In one's face, clouded with anxiety, no one would have imagined we would run into someone bigger threat like this. Does the enemy plan to cause another incident like this again? Are we going to get more humiliating catchphrases? The ill-joy detective. Am I really that bad? It appears that Kirijo-san has worries of her
分
own.
析間に合いませんでした。しかしあれは。
ああ、そのはずだ。だが。
With a strong look in her eyes, she swallows her fears and comes to us. We discuss who the mastermind
と
could
もか
be.
く君たちは心配しなくていい。ここから先は我々の領域だ。
だが奴のターゲットは明らかに俺たちだった。無関係ではいられない。
その通りです。狙われている以上対策を怠るわけにはいきません。
Remember when the other route, he just accept it, but now he's against
無
it.
論敵がいる自覚は持っていた方がいい。ただ日常を捨てて追う必要はないという意味だ。危険が及ばないよう最善を尽くす。それが私たちの役目でもある。
Sensing that she's completely sincere, we all trade glances, but we eventually concede with our leader's opinion. We agree to Kirijo-san's offer. There's some lingering regrets, but we have a little choice right now. Seeing that everything is settled, Eddie butts in and strikes the strange pose. We turn to him, and with a grin of pride, he kicks at the floor with his heel. That is his usual little dance when we summon the exit TV to get us out of the TV wall. Hideo-san is obviously surprised, but they look pointedly at the TV.
なんだこの古風なテレビはどこから出した？
クマテレビ。こっから外へ出られるクマ。
このテレビが出口なのか。入れるか。
うほー、お胸が邪魔かしら。そんな時はクマがむぎゅっと。
あんた前にも増してそればっかね。
They all pass through Teddy TV and make it back to the real world. Of course, Kitty-chan is a bit frustrated to find herself in the middle of the department store. Well, it's probably a great view when she enters it. Lavris looks slightly lonely, but she follows Kirijo-san by her own free will. But there shouldn't be anything to worry about. Remembering Eiji-san's gentle smile, I know they'll make sure Lavris is alright. And so, the incident came to a close. Not! The following day, May 4th, Kirijo-san had stayed the night pursuing the follow-up investigation and is going back to the city today. We learned that none other than Lavris, who had called us all, wanted to say goodbye in person. And of course, we were obliged to see them off. At an intersection just outside the shopping district, we gathered by that oh-so-familiar limousine to exchange parting words with Lavris.
みんなにはいろいろ迷惑かけて、ほんま堪忍な。
何言ってるクマ。クマはラビちゃんと会えてとっても楽しかったクマ。
それは私も同感。でもクマってばキリジョーさんがあんだけ探してくれたのに全然気づかないとか鈍感すぎ。
あんなビューレフォーなお姉さんに呼ばれたらホイホイ言っちゃうはずなのに不思議クマ。きっとラビちゃんとお話ししてて楽しかったからクマね。
ったく調子いいクマだな。でそのラビリスはこれからどうすんだ？
もしヤバそうならうちら全力でかくまうよ。ユキコンチとかリアルに隠れ家だし。ありがとう。けどうちなみつるさんとこで一緒に働くつもりなんよ。そしたら絶対うちやみんなを利用したやつを捕まえる。みんなのことを今度はうちが守らな。
そうか、頼もしいな。
居場所見つけたんですね。
うん、いつでも遊びに来てね。私たちはここにいるから。うん、ほんまおおきに。
Sabrina's expression is radiant. I turn around to see Kirijo-san and the others watching from inside the car with gentle smiles. I leave the circle to gather around Sabris and approach Kirijo-san. It's something I have to confide in her all
シャド
this
ウワー
time.
カーの存在については正直言ってあらかじめ把握していました。
だろうな。まあ今回のことで君には隠しておくこともなくなってしまったがな。
あなたはなぜ危険を冒してまで陣頭に立たれるのです？あなたの地位を考えれば。
かつてキリジョーが犯した過ちのために多くの人々が傷ついた。これ以上犠牲は増やせない。未来に危険を残さないこと、それが私の使命、いや私の誓いだからだ。
I feel like she's speaking to someone who's not here to hear her. That could be the father, but I would like to believe this is you know who. She then nods to me. The sincerity in her eyes is all the confirmation I need. In my line of business, people rarely come across people who actually speak what they mean. People I would call noble, she is one of the few. Her eyes shows trust in me, and that makes me proud to
いろい
know
ろと
her.
世話になったな。今後のことだが、おとなしく引き下がる君たちではないだろう。
さあ、僕の口からは何とも。
I give a casual reply, and Kirijo-san shakes her head with a
何を言
smile.
っても無駄なのは分かっている。だが、十分に注意してほしい。君個人についてもだ。
Her expression turns serious. This is likely a personal warning about the investigation I've been conducting
キ
on
リジョー
her.
の中には、当然私とは考えの違う者もいるし、私の全く知らない暗部もきっと数多い。今のキリジョーは親族経営から脱却し、私の立場は単に創業一族の娘ということでしかない。甚だ頼りない。
なんだか敵に塩を送るようなおかしな忠告ですね。僕個人としては応援しています。キリジョーさんもどうかお気をつけて。
ミツルでいい。
ではミツルさん、また。
Michan. The car soon departs in the direction of the highway. We watch Labris wave from the window, believing that one day we'll meet again. After seeing them off, we head to the food court at Junes. It's been a bit delayed, but it's time for you Senpai's welcome back party. The last few days have been full of trouble, but I can't help but feel that some sort of fate has brought us together in the end. Soon, the topic at hand changes to what you Senpai had said. We should reform the investigation team. Just as Mitsuru-san had predicted, it was only natural reaction to what we had just been through. Not a single one of us objected to the idea, and we all talked about our plan to continue. By the time we split up and I arrived home, it was close to midnight. But I sat at my desk and turned on my computer so that I might compile my report on the investigation.
今回の接触を経て、シャドウワーカーという組織およびその指導者桐城充に関し得られた心証を記しておく。
This is what I want. This is what I want.
桐城充は創業一族宗家の者としてグループの汚名が晴れることを強く望んでいる。しかし彼女はシャドウワーカーを汚名を晴らすための活動だとは全く考えていない。第一義はあくまでも守り救うこと。今回被害をもたらした遺産の扱いについてもそれは明確に見て取れる。グループにとっては明らかに処分が望ましい上、人目につかぬ場所で破壊できる機会が何度もあったにもかかわらず彼女はそうしなかった。対面の改善など彼女は単なる結果に過ぎないと考えている。内定は今後も続行する。グループに未だ多くの暗部があることは明らかだ。しかしどんな内情をつかんだところでシャドウワーカーの頭を押さえる材料とはなり得ないだろうと付記しておく。彼女は負うべき責任から逃げない。不祥事を盾にした交渉など成立しない。仮に 今回の事件の真犯人がキリ城に連なるものであったとしても、彼女は
Stop typing and delete the last sentence.
いや、憶測を記すのはよそう。忙しくなりそうだ。
Okay, so we're gonna go for one last one, which is Mitsuru. Now, with the reason why I think that Mitsuru, like, she's gonna have more, like, almost the same amount of information as Naoto does, but since she's the first P3 player that we're gonna play in, it's most likely that's gonna clear up. That's gonna clear up who this one is. It's gonna reveal who this is, okay? So let's watch how it goes. I'm gonna check it right now.
ラビリスがなぜ2体も存在する？
我は影、真なる我。
会長さんのシャドウ。
本物さんはもらっていくわ。キリ城なんかに私は絶対捕まったりしない。
Labyrinth double gives me a glare of pure malice before carrying off the original and fleeing the scene. I almost chased after her without thinking, but I stopped myself and reconsidered. The second Labyrinth, who was that? This completely unexpected situation has caught me on. Situation has me off guard. I can't decide how to proceed.
あいつは一体なんだ？君は知っているようだったわ。
それより聞かせて。なんで会長さんはあの子はあんなに苦しんでるの？ラビリスとか兵器とか一体どういうことなの？
悪いが、それは機密事項だ。一般人に伝えるわけにはいかない。
じゃあ私もあいつのことは教えない。
Yeah.
それが嫌ならちゃんと話して。
That may have sounded too much like I don't care if she's in pain. It will be unreasonable to demand that she tell me everything she knows without offering something in return. And she already seen Labyrinth's true form, so I give us more time.
当に全員当事者だな。いいだろう。彼女の正式な名前は対シャドウ特別制圧兵装5式ラビリス。キリ城が過去に生み出した人の形をした兵器だ。ペルソナ能力を実現するため心を持たされている。
She's a machine? Fujikawa's shocked expression conveys her thought as perfectly as she
一
had
人歩
spoken
きさ
out.
せてはおけない。現にこの騒ぎだ。彼女を回収し被害を最小にするために私たちは来た。
I hold back no details and telling her the cruel experiment she must have underwent during her development. Fujikawa takes it all in and quietly sighs.
思い出したくないって言ってたの。そういうことだったんだね。ねえ、どうして話を聞いてあげなかったの？思い出したくないって言ってるのに自分の要求ばっかり突きつけて、せめて。
それは。
You may be right. Indeed, I was so desperate to put an end into this case, I didn't listen to what Labyrinth had to say.
心を与えといて、そんな扱いばっか受けて、傷つかないわけがないじゃん。
Tears stream from the girl's from the girl's eyes, girl's ears. And she is, as angry as she is, she's crying for Labyrinth. Even after seeing her true mechanical form and learning that she's a weapon, Fujikawa has nothing but compassion for Labyrinth.
なぜそこまでラビリスに？
声聞いたの？あの子の多分昔の声。戦いたくないのに戦わされてすごい辛かったって。
I see. Fujikawa-san has also heard the voice just as I did when she used her persona. Fujikawa slowly tells me about what happened last year, the reason why she came to Inaba. Due to her career as an idol, she was cut off from those who knew her for who she was, leaving her isolated. But just when she had lost faith in everything, she met people who believe in her, saving her life.
こちらから信じるか。
Hearing that brought it up again is a sore point for me.
会
長さんのシャドウだよ。
Fujikawa tells me the details that she previously said she wouldn't
藤
reveal.
川君、
自分の認めたくない抑圧された欲求、そういうものがこの世界では分離しちゃうの。
そういうことか。なら奴は何を狙っているんだ。なぜラビリスをさらっていった？
シャドウは自分が本物になろうとするのを認めたくないような自分の弱い部分を突きつけて否定させることで成り変わるつもりなんだよ。
なるほど。ぐずぐずしてはいられないということだな。
あなたに助けられるの。シャドウは本人が認めなきゃ消えないよ。
That's why I must believe in her and support her. Even if it's left unsaid, I still understand Fujikawa's desire.
藤川
Share
君
it.
一つ訂正させてくれ。私がここへ来たのは被害を最小にするためじゃない。救い、守るためだ。すべてのものをな。この言葉を信じてもらえるだろうか。
She looks into my eyes and after wiping her face with a handkerchief, she nods
ちゃ
like.
んと今度はラビリスの話聞いてあげてね。
ああ、そのつもりだ。
Fujikawa smiles embarrassment. She apologizes to me and taking such a spiteful tone. I can tell she's being honest and sincere. Fujikawa promises to cooperate as much as possible for Labri's sake. I decided to have her contact her friends and pass on a simple explanation of the situation. She agrees and adds that she will try to contact Akiko and Agis as well. She seems to have already grasped how our safeguards against detection by persona
君
work.
と話して大事なことに気づかされた。礼を言わなければな。君のそういう笑顔は確かにテレビで人の心をつかむかもしれないな。
約束だからね。ちゃんと一緒に帰ってきてよ。
Spurred by her words, I began running to where I detect Labris ought to be, though I do not yet have a plan to save her. If I find her again and listen this time, will that truly be enough to save Labris? The invisible walls are still here, leading me to the music room. Music room? According to the guide map, it should have been further away, but just as with the announcement room, the layout of this version of the school is off.
誰だ？
Huh? Someone else is inside. He frowns upon seeing me. I recognize his face from the video. She's Kobanto. If the walls are still here, does that mean Grand Prix rules are still being enforced? As a test, I hold a hand out to the space where I entered the room.
閉じ込められているな。戦わなければ進めないルールは生きている。
もしかしてキリジョーさんというのはあなたですか？リセから通信があって。
いかにも私がキリジョーミツルだ。君は確か鋼のいや鳴神くんだったな。敵からの感覚誤認の干渉はないようだが、話は通じているか？
I don't sense any noise, but it can't hurt to ask. He nods, showing that he understands
リ
the
セの
question.
話だとあなたは会長。ラビリスを助けに行くってことでしたよね。
そうだ。故に時間をかけていられない。ノイズがないのも正気で向かい合わせた方が時間を稼げると考えてのことだろう。できれば道を譲ってもらえないか。君たちを巻き込みたくないというのもある。
そうですか。と受けてしまうことはちょっとできないな。
Narukami gives a wry smile before her.
まだ
his
ルールが
expression.
生きてる。ということは仲間たちは閉じ込められたままだ。救えてない。
Narukami gives a wry smile before his expression flattens again.
俺も望まない決闘をこなしていろいろと託されてきてます。もちろんラビリスを救うことも。あなたを信じないわけじゃないが、会ったばかりで簡単に明け渡すのは違うと思う。
そうか。
すみません。邪魔なやつと思われるかもしれないが。
いや、誤解しないでくれ。異論は全くない。見事な心構えだ。それに考えてみれば、この先に決戦が待つ以上、強い方が進むべきだな。
The atmosphere in the area changes. Narukami senses it as well and readies his weapon. It's strange, but he reminds me of someone. Although his fighting stance, physique, and features are completely different, he still reminds me of the one who saved us and the entire
いい
world.
目だ。君のその覚悟、私の剣で受けよう。
Huh. Da-da-dum. I really want you to win though.
Round final. Fight!
行かせてもらう。行かせてもらう。行かせてもらう。
Holy! What the? Ooh. I didn't know fencing is like that long and firm.
私の勝ちだ。先へ進ませてもらおう。
I hold out my hand to Narukami, who had collapsed on the floor, and help him up. Fortunately, I won the match. Although in fighting, these people I've come to see in a new light.
少し話を聞かせてくれないか。
In this world, to encounter leads an immediate win or lose situation, that's why I had intended to limit my interaction with others. All I felt regarding these students was regret for dragging them into this mess. But in order to be sure I can save Labris, I feel that I need their help. Since they have more experience with this world, they are most likely closer to settling
君
this.
もラビリスを助けたいと言ったな。だが君はほとんど面識もないはずだ。人ですらない。理解しがたい過去を抱える彼女のもとへ行って、君は何をしてやるつもりだった？ Narukami quietly closes his eyes before answering.
ただ、そばにいてやることはできる。
そばに。
And a number of things dawned on me with Narukami's words. Though I had resolved to fight by myself, I wasn't truly alone. I had family and close allies. Not anymore about the family. But Labris was alone. She fought against the same units who shared her fate. And after escaping into this world, she had no one. I see. I understand now. He politely underlined something important I had overlooked. He's not the first to show me a new perspective like this. This warm sensation that spreads within me. I understand now. That's why Narukami reminded me of him. Ah!
やはり君は私の友人に似ている。
友人？
ああ。友人というより恩人かな。
Really? Is that all? I attempted to contact Kujikawa again. When she responded, I gave her another request. She eagerly agrees, and Narukami, who is listening in, nods in confirmation.
先に進ませてもらう。彼女を助けるために。
Wait, did you hear the BGM? Ah. It's not the ending. There is no hesitation now. I've seen what must be done. I must go forth and keep my promise with them. Labris will be safe, I'm certain of that now. In order to pursue the escaped shadow, I stopped briefly and attempt to locate it with my persona. It's on the move, but it's headed to
藤川君、
the...
聞こえるか？シャドウは再び放送室に向かっている。
こっちでも補足済みです。ちゃんと避難したから。あとね、キリジョーさんの仲間とも連絡取れたよ。アイギスさんって人と合流したところ。
Fujikawa says she never tried to connect multiple people at once, but with a little practice, she picked up the knack. Her persona's support skills are advanced indeed. In contrast to my own ability to contact my friends against this noise without linking my persona to the communicator, she easily located Akiko and Aegis. Really, she's quite talented.
聞こえるか？藤川君の保護を頼むぞ。
了解です。
I retrace my steps to the announcement room and throws open the door. I'm ready to end this.
あら、来ちゃったの。でも残念。もう手遅れよ。あんたのおかげで助かっちゃった。いろいろこの子にしんどいこと話してくれたんでしょ？うちは。
The expression drained from Labris's face as she mutters to herself with self-reproach. The shadow must be hammering at Labris's psyche in order to have Labris deny
ほ
herself.
ら私、お客様だよ。あの人間は私たちを連れ戻しに来たの。私たちの気持ちなんか絶対理解しない。そんな人間だよ。やめて。もう言わんといて。
ラビリス。
I step between Labris and her shadow and draw my sword. The shadow looks at me and her face boils over with
今更
hatred.
何の真似？ああ、回収する前に壊されたら困るもんね。回収？いやいや、うちには関係あらへん。あんたね、まだ自分騙し続ける気？いい加減現実見なさいよ。普通に学校通いしているような連中を自分と同じ目に合わせたい。それがあんたの望みでしょ？だから学校で格闘大会なんじゃない。親しい者同士命がけで争わせたい。そうすれば理解してくれるかもしれない。いいえ、分からせてやりたい。そうなんちゃうけどダメだった。ケリ嬢が乗り込んできたんじゃねえ。いいのよ、安心して。こっから先は私がやってあげる。あんたを理解せず邪魔しに来る連中なんて皆殺しにしてあげる。昔のあんたがしたみたいにね。もうやめて。
The shadow smirk widens at Labris's protest. Labris' rejection seems to have crossed some line. Uh-oh. I can sense the shadow's power rising dramatically in response to her words.
そうよ、私は私。もう自由。機械でも理解されなくても私は逃げ切ってみせる。力がみなぎる。
暴走させてしまったか。しかしまだ間に合うはずだ。お前にはしばらく黙ってもらうぞ。
I support Labris who slumped over and make my intentions plain.
さっきからうざいのよ、この偽善者が。どうして優しくするの？優しくできるの？何をしたって罪は消えない。いいわ、キリ嬢のあんたに教えてあげる。あんたら一族がそいつに私に何をさせたのか。
The shadow thrusts her weapon towards me as if sentencing me to judgment.
はじめにあんたらが観客と思い込んだ学生たち。あの人の形の影帽子は一体何だと思う？
ん
Human sheep silhouettes were.
あれもシャドウなのよ。あんたらがそいつに破壊させてきた同型機たちのね。負けて壊されると勝った機体へ情報がフィードバックされる。だから ラビリスの心の奥底にはゴミ同然に殺されたあの子たちの心のかけらが眠ってるのよ。
Yeah, it's like they are made of the twilight something, I forgot. Twilight plume, and she have to absorb it to learn. Like they forcefully ripped apart all of the other robots.
未成熟だけどみんな精神を持ってた。あの影帽子はそのシャドウ。意志が希薄なせいで分離した後も同調して学校ごっこを手伝ってた。わかる？そこら中で見たあの観客たち。あんな数の同胞をそいつは殺させられたの。あんたらキリ嬢の命令でね。
I'm at a loss for words. I can only stand there speechless.
私は忘れない。絶対に忘れない。思いも記憶も忘れない。私の自由を奪う者は許さない。
Her anger, it's justified. It's natural for her to hold a grudge after what we did to
怒りも
them.
嘆きも全て受け止めよう。ここで無様に負けないことが私の償いだ。君らの呪われた戦い、今日この一戦をもって終わらせる。
Round final. Fight!
The reach is pretty far. Ouch. In a fierce battle, the shadow finally falls silent and stops resisting entirely. I go to elevate Labris to help bring her around. When she regains consciousness, she looks at me with sorrow and resignation.
また一人になるん？そやね。こんなことしたんやもんね。
いや、もう誰も君を閉じ込めたりしない。いろいろ考えを巡らせたつもりで、結局私は君を追い詰めることしかできなかったかもしれない。すまなかった。
なんでキリ嬢の人が機械に謝りはるの？だってうちは人を苦しめたやないの。他人を巻き込んでしもたやないの。昔のうちと同じ。許されるわけがあらへん。
それは君一人の考えだな。藤川君、聞こえているか？
もちろん。この声は藤川さん？
ああ、君もあっただろ。それに。
Since Kujikawa accomplished what I asked her earlier, I wanted her to use her personal ability to connect the voices of her friends to Labris. Some of them I met, some I don't know at all. In truth, some of them may find it hard to forgive Labris for dragging them into this. Nah, they won't. Even after learning of their circumstances. But I believe in them.
俺正直ちらっと見かけただけでなんかよくわかんねえけど大変だったらしいな。まあ元気出せよ。
言い方軽いよ。もっとあんだろ。
いや軽くねっすよ。シャドウ出ちまうしんどさは十分分かってるしよ。
あれ知ってたら許さないなんてとても言えないよ。
そうだわ、大迷惑だったくま。でもちょっぴり楽しかったくま。
They know how to accept someone for who they are regardless of looks. Well, we do have Teddy. That's why even though Labrys is a machine, they will surely welcome her. I'm confident of it. And indeed, they respond to Labrys with more warmth than I had thought.
全部があなたの本心じゃないよね。心ってそういうものじゃない。
同感です。シャドウと向き合って苦しんだあなたの心を責めることは誰にもできません。
ていうか無事でよかったマジで。ペルソナ使えねえのに一人にしちまったから俺ずっと気にしててさ。
帰ってきたら話をしないか、俺たちみんなと。
全体の言う通り。それにね、私たちだけじゃないよ。
姉さん、聞こえますか？私もあなたと話がしたい。あなたに伝えたいことがあります。もう知っていることかもしれないけれど。
The voices chiming in are gentle, kind, and warm. I can't help but be touched as well. My words alone could not have accomplished this.
君は機械であり、私も君と同じ存在ではない。それは揺るぎない事実だ。これから先、また君は孤独に悩む日が来るだろう。自らの弱さに惑わされるだろう。だが、昔とは一つ大きく違うことがある。今日からの君は一人じゃない。
Whether she's machine or human has no bearing on her suffering. To be crushed under the weight of despair, with seemingly no end to the pain, that one cannot go on any longer. I'm no stranger to those feelings myself. It was always someone else, like my family or teammates, who saved me. But when you're alone, it's difficult to see a way out. You can't find it unless someone else shows you. That's when you learn the extraordinary power derived from one's
一
relationship.
人じゃないというのは無二の道しるべだ。今回のことで改めてそう思った。だから私たちも君にとってのそれになりたい。一人じゃないなら辛い真実とも向き合える。
真実と向き合う。
Labrys' gaze turns towards her own shadow. There's no more fear in her eyes. She understands now.
せやったんやね。
I watch over her as she stands up. No words between us, but I'm here for her, and that may be enough.
ごめんな。ずっと見んふりしとって。うちがあんたを一人ぼっちにしてた。あんたはうちなんやね。
My
こ
notification.
れがうちのペルソナ。
But it's not over yet, as we know. We still have to wait for her being taken over.
ラビリスにキルジョーさん。
二人ともお帰りなさいっす。
Together with Labrys, we head towards the rooftop where there is supposedly an exit to the real world. A small crowd welcome us on our arrival. Some of them I haven't met yet in person. So if I recall correctly, the energetic girl with the short hair is Chie Satonaka Chie. The well-built young man must be Tatsumi Kanji. and that must be the general, I mean the real Teddy. His speech is no different from the imposter, but in the absence of that evil demeanor, the real one is much more adorable. All the faces I saw on the video are here, with a smile on everyone.
うわ、本当にロボなんだ。ねえ、ちょっと触っていい？
いきなり失礼ですよ、里中さん。まったく僕だって我慢してるんです。
自分で我慢って言っちゃった。
I give Laris an encouraging smile. She needn't be afraid to enter the circle. None of them are rejecting her after all.
迷惑かけてしもてごめんなさい。うち
おう、俺もそのことで話があんだよ。あのグランプリ、お前の仕業なんだってな。思いつき自体は悪くねえ。最強の男を決める戦いってのは熱かったぜ。
幹事の言う通りクマ。でもクマをのけ者にしたのがいかんクマ。
堪忍ね。
ダメダメ。はんなりとうちめっちゃクマのこと好きやねって言わんと許したらんク
マ。お前の方が迷惑だろうが。ごめんな、ほんとのっけからこんなで。
何にせよ無事に済んで本当に良かった。
みんなのおかげやわ。大きにな。
ご苦労だったな、ミツル。しかし随分賑やかでのんきな連中だ。
Like you're the one say. They take very naturally to someone who isn't human.
ですが、優しい人たちです。
I look at Labris surrounded by new friends. I wish I could join them, but part of me would rather watch over them now. And there are things I still need to reconsider. No. Like, when P3, she have red hair, right? That is like to show off that she's very passionate lady. But now that she's more of a brunette, it's more of a like kind and compassionate sister, you know?
どうされましたか？
私は人を頼るのが下手だな。失う怖さと責任に縛られて信じることを忘れてしまう。そんなことを何度か言われた。悔しいがその通りだな。難しいものだ。
もっとシンプルに考えてはどうでしょう。一人の力ではなせないことをしようとすれば、誰かを信じて頼るしかありません。良いも悪いも必然的にそうなるはず。ならただ目指して進むだけでいいのでは。みつるさんは孤独なわけじゃないんですから。
Can't keep myself from smiling at the truism I never would have come up with.
確かにな。そう考えると何も難しくないか。なるほど。一人でないことは道しるべだな。
Indeed, I'm thankful for my companions. They say the things I cannot and take me outside myself with new perspective. I'm sure that the same principle will save Labris from straying from her path. Although, I think again about the case. Now that Labris is safe, there's another issue. The mastermind was not Labris, but her shadow. Not really. However, the shadow emerged and began to act only after she entered the TV world. Yep. It's hard to reconcile that Labris taking the initiative to escape. Come to think of it, there's something else that can be explained if we assume Labris was behind everything.
本当にラビリスが首謀者だったんだろうか。
急に何を言い出す。
なぜラビリスは彼らを選んだ。どこでラビリスは彼らを知った。
Yeah, that's why. It's the students of Yasukami's High that trouble me. I can't see why Labris would have selected them. I thought they would have sensed the changes in Labris caused in this world on their own, but no. The video that brought them here called them by name. Not to mention the shadow took the appearance of General Teddy from the start. Neither would be possible unless she had identified them beforehand. Yeah, this is what I've been wondering. Like, there's no way that Labris is able to do that because like she's locked in the box, right? Okay. If she's already able to like plan this beforehand, she could have easily like unlocked the box.
彼らやこのテレビの世界の件が私たちも知らなかったことだ。それをどうやってラビリスが掴んだ？
確かに説明がつかんな。
And I still have doubts regarding the hijacker's mental state. The memories were so muddled that they couldn't even explain themselves. To Labris' ability extend that far, the more I think about it, the more questions arise. There must be some larger plan at work here.
悩む前に本人に聞けば早いだろ。おい、ラビリス。
お前は
Akiko's voice catches not only Labris' attention, but the high schoolers as well. I had hoped to keep them away from this, but since they are not innocent bystanders, Akiko seems not to notice my irritating
お前はい
glance.
つ目覚めたんだ？何がきっかけでこの世界を知った？
この世界のこといつ
Uh-oh. Labris abruptly stops moving just before starting to convulse and taking a leap backwards. It happened so suddenly that even the students standing some distance away raised their voices in alarm.
離れろ。
As soon as Akiko cries out, Aegis runs towards the students to protect them. I keep a careful eye on Labris, whose face has gone blank, and put some distance between us. My fear has been realized. Labris reaches for her axe on her back and swings it without hesitation.
暴走。いえ、これはコントロールが奪われています。
コントロールを奪うだと。
If we're all here, the shadow is defeated, and someone is still hijacking her.
いるの
Then
は分かっている。何者だ？姿を見せろ。
I expected a response, but the source of my answer came as a shock.
姿を見せろ。
I
釣れないな。まるで赤の他人みたいじゃないか。
Oh my god. Like I was wondering like will they see their shadows? But the more like one thing that I'm curious about is will Aegis have her own shadow? Like I have no doubt that Akiko is gonna go through the same thing.
この声って。
A pool of darkness emerges from one of the nearby shadows, forming.
嘘キリジョーさんのシャドウ
Oh, are we gonna be treated? I was hoping for a cutscene. It has my appearance, my face, in every way, save for the unnatural gleam in its golden eyes and the mocking expression it makes.
お前が一番よく知っている顔だろ。私はお前だよ。
Still, my heart is calm. In fact, her appearance may be giving me more clues as to the enemy's
人を
intention.
化かすのがよほど好みらしいな。だが残念ながらとうに分かっている。お前だな、首謀者は。初めからペルソナ使いを狙っていた。だから彼らとこの学校を選び、ラビリスの記憶に加えた乗っ取り犯を操った力もたった今見せてもらった。なるほど。さすが一度は神をも退けた能力者。いいぞ。ますます欲しくなった。
欲しくなった？どういう意味です？
ペルソナとシャドウは表裏一体。お前たちの心を乱せば無類の強さを持つシャドウが手に入る。
俺らのペルソナをシャドウに戻す？
心は脆い。弱さを完全に消すなどできはしない。きっかけさえあればいつでも裏返り闇に帰る。こいつの人を苦しめたいという願望は
そんな私の計画にもってこいだったのさ。
計画？
強いシャドウを集めようとした。
お前何者だ。
今回のところは目的通りとはいかないようだ。だが使えるものは最後まで使うとしよう。ラストチャンス。いや愉快な余興といったところかな。立て我が人形。
Uh-oh. The shadow ignores my taunts and raises its right hand towards Labris. Still collapse on the ground. Labris reacts to the gesture by rising up, like a puppet with no will on its own.
連戦で疲弊してこいつはもう戦力としては期待できない。だが破壊しない限り何度でも立ち上がってお前たちを襲うだろう。さーてどうする。
We're gonna take you down. Labris obeys the shadow commands and leaps forward to attack. He sees the enemy will do anything to rattle us. I understood that. But understanding it and proving it are two different things.
もう一度眠らせるか。
やめろ、手を出すな。これ以上のダメージはラビリスにとって危険だ。
んなこと言ったってめっちゃ襲いかかって
さあ苦しめ。己が運命を呪え。そして手放してしまえ。自らのペルソナを。
This is the purpose? Like to make us release our own personas? At that moment, I hear a voice whisper in my mind. I stop in spite of myself. I know this voice well. Relief washes over me to hear it. This match will end in our victory. I call to everyone assembled. Is it Fuka?
奴の言葉には耳を貸すな。各自回避行動に専念しろ。
でもそんなの続けてられない。
Like, of course, the only person like Fuka is the pure navigator, just like Rise. But I think in a sense Fuka is a bit stronger because like time has passed, so she has more time to like learn how to use the navigating skills. So in a sense, Fuka's navigating skills right now are better than Rise.
なんとかしのいでくれ。私を信じろ。私も君たちを信じる。
I realize that this is an impossible demand. Everyone is already exhausted by what's come before. Still, I need to buy time. Surprisingly, the first to nod is neither Akiko nor Ace.
しのぐぞ。陽介、いけるな。
Oh!
おうよ、相棒。キリジョウさんを信じんぞ。
Hanamura and the others recover from the confusion at once when Narukami speaks. Interesting. He seems to be a great
アキ
leader.
ヒト、アイゲス、彼らのサポートを。
ああ、任せとけ。
これ以上姉さんに誰かを傷つけさせるなんて絶対にさせません。
さあ選ぶなら急ぐことだ。こいつとお前たちどちらが壊れるかをな。
The shadow triumphantly at seeing us driven against the wall, wanting one's power, acting like a god. How short-sighted. I sense what I've been waiting for. We bought enough time.
残念だが、余興とやらはここで幕だ。
何？
It's definitely Fuka. It's definitely Fuka. Labris comes to a halt and is released from the shadow's control. She must have been forced to exceed her limits, or she falls to the ground as if her strings have been cut. We didn't attack her at all, yet she's unable to so much as break her fall. A chill goes down my spine, imagining what could have happened if we fought her at our full
土
strength.
壇場で間に合ったようだな。助かった、山岸。
I was right, it is Fuka. So Fuka's in the limo.
皆さん大丈夫ですか？
Huh? 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 What?
風花さん。
Fuka's never in my top 3 anyway.
なるほど。3人目の助っ人か。
この声中じゃない。テレビの外からだよ。
Wait, does that mean the person behind it is like a navigator persona as well? Wait, then the guy doesn't have The guy said he cannot enter the TV world, so he doesn't have a persona.
マジか現実でも使えちまうのかよ
Yeah, I remember that the rest can't use their power in real life. Right before we entered TV, I put the cell phone asking her to come right away, and she made it at the perfect moment. I mean, she initially had a bit of difficulty dealing with a world so alien to her, but she adjusted quickly enough. Though she's far away, I can sense that we're under her protection.
先輩の言う通り、敵は姿を真似てるだけです。まがいものにすぎません。大したものだ。そんな場所から言い当てるか。壊れかけの人形ではこの程度か。まあいい。どのみち余興だ。ゲス。ここまで抗うとは予想外だったが、なかなか楽しめただろう。ただの幻に揃って惑わされ、場所も仕掛けも全てお前たち自身によって作り出された。どいつも自分がほとほと恐ろしいと見える。実に美しい計画だろう。貴様の美的感覚など全て間違いだ。計画も私たちに対する評価もな。だが中でも最大の間違いはよりによって最後に私の姿で現れたことだ。
Take a step forward. Seeing this, Akiko and Aegis take a step back. They know me well. They can see the signs of anger boiling within me.
憤りを感じるか。いいぞ。余興ついでに遊んでやろう。その顔でそれ以上さえずるな。分からせてやる。誰を敵に回したのかをな。
Round final. Fight!
ゴッチャンバイ。
チェックだ。まあいい。今回はお前たちが我が目的にかなう力を持つと確かめられただけでよしとしよう。この姿も仮のものだ。
The shadow laughs off as if it didn't matter to it at all.
姿を変えることにどれほどの意味があるやら疑わしく思っていたが、どうして随分楽しめた。真の器を得るには尺だがもう少しあの愚かな人間に付き合う必要がありそうだ。次にはまた別の姿でお目にかかろう。楽しみにしておくといい。本物の貴様もすぐに同じ目に合わせてやる。時世の言葉を考えておけ。
Its laugh echoes throughout the room as the shadow borrowing my form disappears into thin air.
反応消失です。移動じゃありません。消えてしまいました。どういうことでしょう。
ち、また振り出しか。また別の姿でか。
もう来なくていいっつうの。
一体何者なんでしょうか。ペルソナ使いを狙う敵。
It seems that not even they know who the enemy is. So I didn't expect they would. The enemy had extensive knowledge of Labres, something even I didn't have. There's no denying, whoever did this is well versed in Kirijo Group internal workings. Gathering powerful shadows. No, now we know the enemy's general aim. But what do they plan to do with them? None of that matters at the moment, I suppose. I signal to Akiko. Akiko catches and turns towards the
ここ
students.
から先は俺たちの仕事だ。お前たちはもう気にしなくていい。
いやけどあいつまだ俺ら狙ってる的なことを。
無論敵がいる自覚は持っていた方がいい。ただ日常を捨てて追う必要はないという意味だ。危険が及ばないよう最善を尽くす。それが私たちの役目でもある。
けど
I didn't expect them to like my answer, but the reason I started out Shadow Operative was to protect people from these things. The students, they're still young. Granting my permission would only mean them becoming more inexorably evolved. We should be the ones to take responsibility.
信じようみんな。
お前マジで言ってんのかよ。
ひとまず帰らなきゃいけないのはその通りだ。みんなも消耗してる。
When Narukami signals to him, Hanamura's complaint falls suspiciously silent. That hardly fool anyone. Either they take me for an imbecile, or they think it won't matter if I do catch on. I suppose I can live with it. If they're that determined, I can hardly dissuade them. We'll have to take care of everything before they can involve themselves after all. Teddy jumps around, his footsteps sounding highly unnatural, and catch our attention.
はーい、注目クマ。テレビの外に出るまでが遠足クマよ。
ねえお前空気読めよ。
なんだこの古風なテレビは。どこから出した？
クマテレビ。こっから外へ出られるクマ。
The exchange banter as if the recent problems are already long past. They must fight so that they can continue to be carefree. Moreover,
ラビリスの様子はどうだ？
動力系の損傷は少ないので修復にそれほど時間はかからないと思われます。ただ精神的な負荷も大きかったでしょう。目を覚ますには少し時間が必要かもしれません。
Agis gazes sadly at Labris' unmoving form in her arms. We must also fight to prevent anyone else from being hurt like this too. This case is over for the time being. It's time to say farewell to this world. But a newfound resolve to fight is surging within me. Inaba Hotel. Like, this is the weird thing, okay? Because, like, this is a bit weird. Because Inaba is a small town, okay? The only legit, like, accommodation, in other words, like, a place for them to stay in Inaba is actually the Amagi Inn, okay? That one has already been established, okay? Oops, give me a second. The only place that they can accommodate like a big group is definitely the Amagi Inn. This kind of like changed it a bit. Or maybe that is Yaso Inaba. Okay, maybe that is Yaso Inaba, and Inaba is like the biggest city. Okay, I can see that, but it still feels off though. Even after we return to the real world, there is no rest for the weary. After action reports on the case, investigating leads on the culprit, there's some mountains of things to do.
みつるさん。
ああ、ありがとう。
After issuing the instruction, I'm ready to take a break when Agis serves me a cup of tea with perfect timing. The fresh scent of Darjeeling. I take a moment to savor the mellow aroma of the muscat. That's right, spring is nearly over. I feel like I can barely keep track of
明
seasons
日には
anymore.
稲葉を立つぞ。そのつもりで準備していてくれ。
了解です。
We are rather limited in this hotel room. Originally, I had intended to return today, but we're also tired that we had to stay the night. There is also Labris' condition to consider. Still mulling it over, I heard a knock at the door.
山岸です。
構わない。入ってくれ。今回は慌ただしい呼び出しですまなかった。
ああ、いえ、気にしないでください。普 通に連休でしたし、
ラビリスの様子は？
Oh
ま
yeah.
だ休んでます。だいぶ負荷がかかっていたようで、このまま運ぶことになるかもしれません。
She's actually like in university right now, if I'm not mistaken.
そうか。
Yeah, maybe she takes a nearby chair. There's weariness in her eyes.
後追いで記録を調べて分かったんですけど、今までのラビリスはそもそも使用上の矛盾を抱えていたんです。 矛盾？ アイギスと違ってラビリスが開発された頃は人格のベースみたいなものを作るノウハウがまだなかったらしいんです。だからどうやら実在の人の人格をダビングしたものがベースにされたみたいで。
実在の人間？じゃあ彼女の心が不自然に高度なのはそのためか。
でも元になった人のプロフィールを全部引き継いだら自己認識が矛盾します。そうならないようにもともと調整はされてるんですが、絶対安心じゃない。そこでラビリスには自己認識にコンフリクトが起きた時のために自分で自分を騙せる機能が実装されたんです。
Yeah, because remember like each one of the robots, well, Labyrinth generation, right? They all have their own sense of awareness, but mostly robotic. Only 24 is the most advanced, and Labyrinth number 31 is the biggest of them all. She's the biggest in terms of like the size of the Twilight Plume, but the most advanced is 24. So in a sense, she's acting as like to house all of them. Think about having multiple personalities, but most of them are defects only for 24 and 31. Okay, and now like all of them are in one, so of course like there's conflict.
自分を騙す？まさかあの認識を惑わせる機能は潜入用となってますが、それは本当は例外。あれはもともと彼女自身のための安全装置なんです。
She was given a heart presupposing that it would cause conflict with her self-awareness. I suddenly begged the heavens for forgiveness at the cruelty and injustice performed upon
そ
her.
れもう大丈夫やと思います。
A western voice comes from outside.
いつの間に。すみません、驚かせてしもて。けどシャドウと向かい合ってペルソナが使えるようになって、そしたらなんや、説明は難しいけど気持ちがスーって落ち着いてん。
確かにそれはあるかも。シャドウとの対面はそのまま自己認識の修正とも言えるし。
いや、そうに違いない。かつての開発者が克服できないと決めつけていたものを君は乗り越えたんだ。
I approached Labyrinth and stroked her head. She fidgets, her eyes cast slightly
気分は
downward.
どうだ？何か不自由はないだろうか？
いえ、そんな。用していただいてます。申し訳ないくらいです。体の方も手入れしてもらいましたし、問題はあらへんと思います。
そうか。
Labyrinth's expression seems gentle. She seems to be mentally stable. I doubt there's any dangers of her losing control again.
君に今後の話をしようと思ってな。
今後？うちのですか？
君は当初屋久島の研究所に運ばれる予定だった。しかしそれは君がただのものとしか思われていなかった時の話だ。君はそれでいいか？
それでいいって、それ以外に何かあるんですか？
あなた自身がどうしたいか教えて。だってあなたには人と変わらない心がある。ゆくゆくは学校生活だって送れるようになるかもしれないでしょ。
うちが学校に？
事実アイギスを学校へやったこともある。今の君より ずっと世間知らずの段階でな。
あの頃を思い出すと、そのなんというかいろいろと恥ずかしいです。
Surprisingly, Labyrinth falls silent in thought. To live a life no different than anyone else. That must be exactly what she wants. Should I tell her there's no need to worry about living expenses? No, best wait for her decision. She should be the one to decide on her future. After a long silence, Labyrinth speaks again.
魅力的やけど、うちまず一番先にやるべきことがあるんとちゃうかって思うんです。
やるべきこと？
確かに学生生活は夢です。せやけど、あの人らを狙ってるやつがおる。あの人らの日常を奪おうとしとる連中がおる。そいつをうちはこの手で捕まえたりたい。うちはあの人らを守りたいんです。
Rather than being with them, she chose to protect them. It's beautifully selfless decision. She thought of herself and choose her own path. I see no reason to deny her that.
警備部シャドウジアン特別制圧部隊は君を歓迎する。ようこそ、ラビリス。
I extend her hand. If she takes it, she'll be putting ordinary life on hold for a while. I know she understands that, but she takes it anyway.
姉さんと一緒に働けるのですね。
アイギス？
そういえば私は妹ですが先輩でもありますね。少しややこしいです。
The two sisters are a bit awkward around each other. A new bond will form there as well. Labyrinth made her own choice not to live an ordinary life. You could say that she is truly facing herself. She'll be alright. Seeing the two of them together makes me sure
明
of
日
it.
は私が研究所の案内をします。メモなどの準備をお願いしますね。
明日？もう稲葉を出てしまうん？うちあの人らにお別れも言うてへん。ちゃんと話もせず行ってまうなんて。よかった。それ友達ができたっていうことよね。友達。
I turn to
アイギ
Aegis.
ス、彼らに連絡を取るぞ。手段は問わなくていい。
了解であります。さてどう連絡しましょう。材料が名前しかありません。
では山岸、いつかのように頼む。
それあんまり良くないことなんじゃ。
私が許可しよう。安心しろ。今の我々には捜査権限がある。
I still think it's wrong though. And after how they could just like contacted like the Amagi Inn and from there like contact Yukiko. Oh well, rich people. And after how they acted when we were partying, we'll definitely need their contact information. They won't sit quietly by. Of that I'm sure. The matter is still open after all. The mystery remains unsolved and there are still worries nagging at me. But that's not the only legacy in this
う
case.
ちも連絡先探すの手伝います。
Labyrinth breaks into a smile and takes Aegis' side at the computer. The bond that gives her that smile, they will light our unseen path. There's not knowing yet where this case might lead, but the day that we stop in our tracks, too afraid to continue, will never come. The book? The book? We have... It's Elizabeth though? Is she behind all of this? Is she behind all of this? What the fuck? Okay, I think that this is it for today, okay? So tomorrow I think will be a bit long. Like I'm gonna finish all three. 1, 2, 3. And I wonder if it's like gonna fight from the very beginning into the end. Well anyhow, I think Akiko's gonna be short. I guess might be an hour. So 2 hours. Let's hope that this one will be finished within 2 hours as well. Maybe in between, like, I'll take a break. But we'll finish it tomorrow, okay? So with that said, that's all for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow where we'll pick this up and we'll finish it. Okay? Like, come on, is she really the final one? Oh my god. Now I'm hyped. And also we did see Fuka. Okay? So yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.